Hey Toyota Tundra repair fans, today we are going to replace out the struts on a 2000 Toyota Tundra. I've already done one side, which was a little challenge, and I'll go into all that. First order of business is we're going to go ahead and take this old strut out, remove the bolts. So we've got that bolt here. Then we've got 3 bolts up here. This one, that one, that one. Don't mess with the center bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull those off real quick. What you've got to do on these is they're stuck on there pretty good. They've been on there for a while. So you've got to put a wrench on there and just tap it some with a rubber hammer to get those loosened up a little bit. This one, you just got to use brute force. Use a breaker bar and you'll be able to get that off of there, no problem. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those and take the old strut out. One other thing, that strut comes out pretty hard, so be careful. Wear some gloves because you'll mess up your hands.
It's Cannibal Chef. Hey Chef, something about this Alfredo tastes funny.
Yeah, he was a funny guy.
$1,000 over Kelly Food Book Fair Market value for it. Commercial purchase of any weekend shop. Drive home new 2015 SUV for just $179 per month. Backed by a 10-year, 100,000
breakfast for everyone that loves their McDonald's. Thank you. Prices and participation may vary for a limited time. Any McDonald's to $100,000 in working capital. Try Cabbage with a K. Our simple online application can give you instant access to a business line of credit. For coleslaw, you're on your own. That's Cabbage with a K, a Forbes 100 most promising.
Okay, I left this one bolt in here just a little bit. This thing's ready to come out. So I'm going to hold it under the strut, just so it didn't go falling out, damage the brake line or something like that. Got it off there. Just pull it right out the front. Done. Alright, here's the new strut and spring. It's the Monroe quick strut. I bought these because I just wanted to make this job really easy. I think if I had to do it over again, I would not buy these. I would buy something else. These are they're not a perfect fit. They're about 1 inch too long, and so it's really difficult to get the strut lower bolt in. What you have to do, I figured out, is you have to loosen this screw like almost all the way. You've got to mount the strut here first, get it all good and tight, get it in position here. Then you have to really work with this with a screwdriver and a pry bar to pull this down enough to get the strut in position. And the way you get it in position is you have to use a punch pin to get it in position. First thing I'm going to do is mount the strut, get it all mounted on the top, and then I'll worry about the bottom. Again, what I did was I figured out the bolt pattern up here for where the strut would go, lifted it up in there, and got one bolt on it so it doesn't fall out and hurt somebody. And I'll have to do a little maneuvering down here to get that in position. But like I said, I'm going to tighten these 3 bolts up good first. So I had a little issue with this one. The strut was a little bit off, or the shock was a little bit off in the coil. So I had to loosen these up here. And then I had to take my rubber mallet and get that seated in there, because you want to make sure that that's seated before you tighten these down all the way, otherwise you're going to have an issue. It's still not perfect, but I still have to loosen this bolt to bring this whole thing down to get the other bolt to fit through here anyways. There, we got it centered up in there a little bit better. There we go, we ought to be able to get some leverage on that one. Getting close. Goodness gracious, finally got it. A lot of cursing. A couple of bloody knuckles. A couple of ruined tools. But it's on there. I had to loosen this bolt a little bit to massage this thing around. Alright, well I'm going to finish this up. I think that I got most of it, so I'll tighten that bolt back. Tighten this bolt back. Remember, I had to undo that one to be able to get this low enough to get that to fit in there. Tighten these back up. We should be good to go.